There's nowhere busier for cargo in the UK than this, but a new report claims the North is still missing out on billions of pounds which it could get if trade rules here were changed. It says making areas like this into a so-called supercharged free port could add up to more business, more jobs and more money.
We don't have free ports in the UK at the moment, but they do exist around the world. There are 3,500 of them in over 100 different countries. So places like Miami, Dubai that we're all familiar with are free ports. So we know what to do to make them happen. It's just about doing it in the UK.
56 million tonnes of cargo pass through the Humber ports every year, making it bigger than the Mersey, Tyne and Tees combined. Making this a free port after Brexit would significantly change the rules on how cargo here is traded. A free port would exist outside any customs or tariff arrangements, so a car manufacturing plant could be built within it, importing parts like engines, windows and tyres from across the world and paying no charges. The parts go together to make a whole car, and the firm would only pay the charges to send it to the country where it'll be sold. Once the UK leaves the EU, the firm in charge of this port says it would make a big difference.
If you think about manufacturers, one of the key things is they're moving raw materials and component parts all the time. If they're able to do that without paying tariff on each individual movement, then it will allow their business to have a real competitive edge when we leave the European Union.
Today's report says if 7 places, including Hull, Immingham and Grimsby, got the new designation, it would add £9 billion a year to the northern economy, creating as many as 150,000 high-value jobs in areas ranked highly for deprivation and which voted leave strongly in the EU referendum.
Absolutely. I think we want to start moving away and moving away quickly, and the sooner we do it, the better.
We do need a lot more, especially in areas like this.
Yeah,
I think it'd be a good thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out of work nowadays, so I think more jobs would be better for people.
But critics of the idea say it misses the wider point.
The idea that free ports are suddenly going to make up for the loss of trade associated with leaving the customs union and the single market in the north and indeed the rest of the country, I just think is fatuous in the extreme.
The people behind today's report say it's just the start of the conversation on free ports. Now they hope the government will take up the idea as part of its post-Brexit planning. James Webster, ITV News, Immingham.